Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm joined by someone who's actually quite popular in the voice acting community outside of Metarunner. I'm referring to none other than today's guest, Elsie Lovelock, the voice of Evelyn Claythorne in Metarunner Season 2.
Hello! Thanks so much for having me.
Hey, it's absolutely no problem. It's been a pleasure to chat with the Metarunner cast, and it's been a hot while since my last interview with Jessica shortly before Season 2 came out.
Oh, nice! Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Jessica's amazing. I love her.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Had such a fun time chatting with her. Anyways, before I get into some actual questions, since my subscribers may or may not be familiar with Metarunner, if I could please ask you to give a brief description of the character that you play and an impersonation of your character if that's not too much trouble.
Yeah, of course. So the character I play, she appears in Season 2. She's designed to be kind of like a new rival to Tari, who is the main character of Metarunner. And her main purpose, especially in Season 2, is just to be like the most awful person ever. She was just really horrible to Tari because she was very jealous. So they did give her a bit of backstory. I don't know how much like spoiler territory I'm allowed to go in, but like, yeah, so she had a kind of a grudge against Tari because she'd worked very, very hard to get to where she is. And then Tari comes along and it's like she's automatically so good at everything and she's got this special power and she was just having none of it. So Evelyn was very, very fed up with that and proceeded to bully Tari pretty much the whole season and was just absolutely horrible.
And she talks like this and she's very, very obnoxious. And yes, she really hates Tari a lot. That's how she sounds.
Yeah. Yeah, like, for whatever reason, when I first saw Evelyn in the first episode of Season 1, I immediately thought of her as like a bit of a younger sister to Belle, since she was somewhat like her.
Yeah, the annoying little sister, yeah.
Yeah.
The annoying little sister that you really just want to...
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much that. You know, I think she admires Belle, but you know, she won't ever let anybody get in the way of, you know, her hatred towards Tari. So she gets pretty into it and very unbothered by everything else around her as the season goes on, and pretty much like consumed by hate, so to speak. So
it's also worth noting. Yeah, it's also worth noting I think you actually also voiced Glitch Productions mascot Beau.
Yeah, I do. That was really cool. Yeah, they let me try out for that, and she's kind of similar in voice, but she's an American accent. I'm doing an American. I'm basically doing my best like anime girl voice, I guess. Like she's just supposed to be like, you know, your kind of cutesy mascot character. Yes, that's really cool. I was really pleased that I got to voice Beau as well, and a couple of other like additional things in Metarunner. Like I voiced like the Hidden Heroes announcer and the waifu that in, I can't remember which episode it is. There's like someone's playing what's the dating game that they play? I've already forgotten the name.
Pocket Gakuse, I think.
That's Pocket Gakuse, that's it. Yeah, the one that's like, oh, senpai, I love you, and then like it gets cut off. That's also me. So I do like it. I'm sprinkled throughout the series as well, so it's really cool that Kevin and Luke let me do that.
Yeah, it's a hilarious irony in my opinion. You know, first you got Evelyn, who's the waifu thief, and then you voice a waifu yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she takes the game away, and then I'm also in the game as well. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm really grateful that they let me sort of sprinkle myself throughout the series, and they're just really awesome guys, and what they made is amazing. I'm just really pleased to be a part of it. Also, sorry if you can hear my dog barking. She's probably barking at something.
Nah, it's okay. I don't hear anything.
Okay.
Anyways, my first question for you is, what do you enjoy about the character that you play?
Oh man, so many things. I mean, she is literally like probably one of my like most favorite characters I've ever played in anything, because one, she's really pink and I absolutely love pink. It's my favorite color. Like if I could have her bedroom, I literally would. Like it's my dream bedroom. I love how she dresses. I love that she's this kind of like British snooty elite, as well as being, you know, really hateful, and it's just so much fun. Like I just had so much fun. Like she's the complete opposite of me. Like I'm like I like to think of myself as a nice person, so you know, sometimes it was really hard to sort of like have these really mean moments where she's just being so horrible that even I was being like, damn, like she's just so horrid, like chill, you know, like go outside, take a walk, you know, relax. But it's understandable as well, because I kind of relate to her in a weird way. Like obviously not to that extreme, but like especially doing voice acting or any kind of acting, it's very, very competitive, kind of like, you know, being a meta runner, and you always have that thing, you know, where you feel like you're doing really good and you're kind of like, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna achieve my dream, and then that one person comes along and it seems like they're perfect, you know. Like I'm obviously not as bitter as her because she's a very, very big extreme, but it's that kind of relatable feeling, you know, when you work hard and someone just happens to come along and they're really good at everything. So I love her in lots of ways, really. She's just perfect. I just love her.
Yeah, I understand that feeling too, to be bluntly honest.
Yeah, exactly. It's very relatable in a weird way. Obviously not as mean, but...
Yeah. Anyways, my next question for you is, how long have you been a voice actor for?
Yeah, I've been doing stage stuff for like over 10 years now. So like I've worked on like, you know, shows and cabaret and, you know, live performance, entertaining, all that kind of stuff. I got into voice acting properly probably like 2015, but before that I was doing like odd things here and there because I've had a YouTube channel for like 11 years as well, where I've been doing like singing covers as well, because I was a singer first and then I kind of went into voice acting. I was always really scared of it, and then I kind of had a day where I was like, you know what, no one's gonna make this happen, it's me that has to make this happen. No one's gonna come along and just give me things, I have to really work for it. So yeah, kind of in 2015 is when I like officially started, but I've been performing like way before that in general, and you know, just doing voice stuff before that in general. So yeah, I'd say about, what are we in 2021 now? Jesus Christ, yeah, so about like just over 5 years I'd say officially.
Yeah, time flies, hey.
I know, it really is, it's scary. 5+ years already.
Yeah. My next question is, what other films or shows have you starred in?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like, it sounds really arrogant, but I don't mean it to come across this way. It's like, I'm very lucky that I was able to go full-time back in 2018. I'm very lucky to be able to do all the things that I do. Everything kind of molds together in a weird way. So it's like when people ask me that question, I'm like, oh man, I've done so many things that I've really enjoyed that I just can't really pick one out. But yeah, I guess like, you know, Metarunner is one of my favorites probably. I was the lead protagonist in a horror game called Remothered Broken Porcelain, which a lot of Let's Players played when it came out. I was in a game called Wargroove, which was on like all consoles. It was like a strategy war game. Recently was in Shadowverse. That was really cool. Yeah, just a lot of indie games. So I'm really pleased that I've been able to do stuff like that. Yeah, I've just done, I'm very lucky that I've been able to do a lot of different things. So I have like an IMDb page, like there might be something on there that you might have seen. I've worked with a lot of YouTubers for their animations and projects and stuff as well, that I feel very fortunate. So yeah, just really I've dipped my toes in a lot of different pools, you know, like I'm just feel really lucky that I've been able to do that. So quite a lot of different things, and you know, hopefully there'll be more things in the future. That's all we can hope for when we do this job.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd say a lot of different things.
Cool. If it's true, I do believe you voiced Charlie in Has-Been Hotel.
Oh my god, it literally just occurred to me. Yeah, I was in Has-Been Hotel. I was the singing voice of Charlie, because a lot of people kind of mix that up. They think that I did the voice. It was actually just the singing voice, and an actress called Jill Harris did the speaky voice, so we shared Charlie. But yeah, I was the singing voice in Has-Been Hotel of Charlie, who's like the main character, so to speak, of that show, which was really, really cool for the pilot. Which is awesome. Yeah, that's been an amazing experience as well, because I don't think anybody we knew it would be popular, but we weren't expecting it to be like as popular as it is, like, you know, so that was really cool to be a part of as well.
Yeah. One more thing too, I do believe you also voiced Tracer in an episode of Death Battle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, oh my goodness, that was like my first, like, because I was still quite new to voice acting at the time, because that was like 2016, and I recorded that kind of maybe like, when did it come out? Like September 2016, maybe like the beginning of 2016. So I was still like very early on. And that was like one of my first like big YouTube, you know, projects, jobs that I got, which I was very, very lucky to get. And, you know, yeah, that was great. I love Overwatch. I'm a huge Overwatch fan. So to like be a part of Death Battle as, you know, an Overwatch character was really, really cool.
Yeah, I do have a bunch of friends who are big fans of Overwatch, and I am a really big fan of the Death Battle series. One of my favorite episodes would have to be like the G1 Optimus Prime versus like the original Gundam. That's gotta be one of my favorite episodes.
It's awesome. Yeah, they really, seriously, like, they do an amazing job, and I like, you know, they're all lovely as well. So yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, it's awesome to be a part of it like that. It was great. I love fun doing that.
I do agree. Really good series. They do their research.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Like people always moan, you know, like, oh, so and so wouldn't have won, blah blah blah. But it's like you have no idea how many facts and things they're weighing up. You know, it's very difficult to determine.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, my next question is, what is your favorite film and why?
My favorite film? Like my favorite movie?
Yeah.
Oh god, it's got to be Princess Mononoke, which is a Ghibli film. It was the first Ghibli film I ever saw when I was like 7. I rented it from the video store with my dad because he was like, look, you like anime? Let's get this is anime. You know, we didn't know what the hell it was or what it was going to be about, but yeah, we rented it out from the video store when I was 7, and I was just like completely enraptured. And it's only been, you know, more Ghibli from there, and I'm a huge fan of Studio Ghibli, but Princess Mononoke has just such a special place in my heart. I got to see it in the cinema because they were showing like Ghibli films in the cinema a few years ago, and I was like sobbing, like seeing it on the big screen because I'd never seen it on the big screen before, and it was just amazing. Yeah, that's definitely got to be like my favorite film ever. I love it so much. Why?
It's good that you enjoy it that much.
Yeah. Oh, you know when something just kind of it's something that, you know, I'm probably sure like you've probably got a film that's your favorite that you could watch. What's your favorite film? Like, could you watch it again and again?
Yeah,
and again?
I've got a few good films. One of them, my two big favorites would easily have to be WALL-E and Pacific Rim. I'm a big fan of like robots and sci-fi.
Yeah. Oh, same. I love kaijus and mechs, and Pacific Rim is just so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I love the aesthetic with like the Jaegers, and they look so realistic, and you know, like.
Yeah.
I don't care how high the risk of dying would be. I would easily pilot a Jaeger if given the opportunity.
Yeah, same. I totally would. If I weren't such a coward and I were way fitter, I definitely would pilot a Jaeger. I also loved Godzilla King of the Monsters as well, which came out, 2019. That was so good. Oh my god. I could watch that again and again.
Yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong, like the official trailer did come out fairly recently, didn't it?
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I saw it and I was just like, mind is blown.
Anyways, moving on. What was your favorite part about being a voice actor for Metarunner?
Oh man, like I say first and foremost, just like the people, like everybody, like the whole cast, the staff, everybody is so nice and so talented. And I'd been a fan of it like beforehand, and I actually auditioned for Lucinia first of all, which is kind of how I came to get the audition for Evelyn, because I got recommended by a cast member who was already in it, and they sent me the audition, and I tried out for Lucinia, and it was Amberly Connors who got it, who is absolutely amazing. She is perfect.
Yeah.
And then later down the line, probably like a year later, I got an email and they're saying like, oh, we're looking for this character, we know that you're British, she's British, do you want to give it a try? So I auditioned for Evelyn, and like I think the initial audition for Evelyn was quite funny. Like she had a really high voice at first, and they were like told me to kind of bring it down a little bit, so it's still quite high. But yeah, it's just everybody is just so sweet, and I really hope that I get to meet them one day. You know, obviously with like, you know, with the pandemic and everything, like we can't travel, but you know, I would have loved to like go to Australia and like meet some of them. Robin, who voices Theo, is so sweet as well. Like she gave me like a tour of their studio when she was there, like on FaceTime, which was so nice.
Yeah.
Everyone's just so lovely. That's my favorite part, and just because the animation's amazing, the story's amazing, the music as well, it's all so good, and I really wish that it had more attention, you know, like as much as something like say Ruby or something, because it deserves it. You know, it's all the characters are very well developed, it's a very good story, and I just feel like it deserves way more spotlight, and I'm just so pleased to be a part of it, you know, just for so many reasons. But yeah, that's mainly it.
I totally agree with you on a lot of those remarks. I think the Metarunner ratings from like IBM or something like that, like a few of the ratings were like very high, and it's been such a pleasure to be able to chat with the majority of the Metarunner cast. I've yet to chat with Robin and Celeste, and hopefully soon I'll be chatting with Marco's voice actor, Jason Mardocha.
Oh, Jason, yeah, he is so nice. It's just hard scheduling with everybody, because like everybody's like, we got Americans, we got Australians, and then I think I'm like kind of the only Brit actually, so I'm like in the middle. So yeah, it's quite difficult, so I can totally understand, you know, how you probably haven't been able to get a hold of everybody as much yet, but
it's all
they're
right,
all really lovely though.
Yeah, it's definitely all right though. Anyways, what made you want to be a voice actor?
Oh man, I always loved performing in general because, you know, like I said, like I used to, well, I still am like a singer and stuff, and I did performing and stuff like that. I don't really do stage stuff anymore. Not that I can with the way things are. So maybe that's for the best. But yeah, I just loved it. Like, it's so much fun, you know, like it is a job at the end of the day, but it's a job that I could always like never get tired of. And I think that's always, you know, it's really lucky when you find something like that you can just, you know, because, you know, some actors are kind of the opposite. They're like, I love to put like, you know, my heart and soul into the character, and I love being someone. And I'm like, yeah, that's a really fun part of it too. But, you know, it's just so much fun, you know, just being all these different people and like getting into the headspace of a character who's going through something, you know, so extraordinary that you'd never go through, and yet you have to kind of be them in that moment. You know, that's probably like my really pretentious answer, but yeah, that's pretty much what's so fun about it. I've always loved it. I've always thought it's so cool. I always loved watching like the behind the scenes of voice actors and stuff like that, and I just feel really lucky that I get to do it as my job now.
Yeah, that is really cool. I mean, like I said, I'm an amateur voice actor for analysts, but you know, it's not really my passion. I mean, it's a nice hobby, but yeah, I'm more so passionate about like robotics engineering, and I recently got accepted to the university to take a...
Wow! Oh, congratulations! That's amazing!
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, that's so cool. That's rad.
Really excited to start out in the fall.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Thank you. Anyways, I guess my final question is, how did you hear about Metarunner? I mean, I guess we somewhat already covered this, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing, because I've got a lot of friends who I knew prior and who I've been in stuff with who were in it already, like Anthony, who plays Lamar, and Sheridan, Haley, who plays Sophia, yeah, just I'm trying to think, I can't think of who else, but yeah, a lot of people like who were already in it. So I'd seen them sharing it when it came out, and I looked at it and I was like, oh man, that is so cool. Like, I really didn't think that I'd ever be a part of it, but I always like looked at their posts and I was like, oh, this series looks so awesome. You know, I'd always really wanted to be a part of something like a totally original, fully developed animated series. And like, you know, I finally got that chance down the line. And yeah, then I got sent, you know, audition for Lucinia, and then did the audition for Evelyn, blah, blah, blah. So it's just really lucky, really, really, really lucky. But I just feel really glad because it's such a cool series. Like, and I'd definitely been a fan of it before.
Yeah, it's really honestly quite a cool series. But anyways, I think that about concludes all these questions. So thank you so much again,
Oh,
Miss
really?
Lovelock.
That was much shorter than I thought. No, that's awesome. That's a good thing. Like, you know, we've gotten through it. But yeah, no, that's great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really happy to have been a part of this, and it was great to meet you, and good luck with your course in autumn or in the fall.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, no worries. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you again.